안녕하세요. You're listening to 4 from On One podcast.
Fourth from One podcast, episode 44. We got our boy Gio back, but this time we're missing Hokjun. I'm always missing one of you boys. How are you, Gio?
Times are just unpredictable. What are you going to do? But what's going on, everybody? I'm glad to be back. I got my voice. I can confirm last week I was positive for COVID. So today's my last day of quarantining. It's officially over at midnight. So 2.5 more hours to go.
Yeah, and you sort of accidentally got it and gave it to your family, yeah?
Yeah, so domino effect. It started with me and then my son and then So Young, and then we were just confirmed my father-in-law today because they went to stay at their place. Yep. So now my father-in-law has it.
Oh, wow. And what's it like quarantining with two young kids for 7 days?
Well, here's the
Sick.
thing. Sophie, knock on wood, has yet to get sick. Like she's been testing every single day and has been coming back negative results, thankfully. The sad thing is, it's just kind of being apart from her.
Oh, she's staying.
She's with my mother-in-law right now, and last night it just like really hit me because I haven't seen her since Thursday. So Young and Gianno, they came to our home Saturday, so she got to spend some time with her. But like yesterday was just kind of like so emotional. Like the minute she saw me, Sophie, she just kind of got sad, started like to cry on the video chat. And near the end of the call, like I was actually bawling, like I was just like crying my eyes because I just felt so guilty because I'm the one who started this all, and just being apart from her is just kind of like it's not fair, and it's just I don't know. We're waiting for symptoms to go away so that way she can come back hopefully by the end of the week. Yeah.
That's the life we're living. We want to live with it rather than going all back into like the whole old school way. So
Yeah.
it's the sort of the gamble we want to live with it. So
And luckily
life.
Gianna's symptoms, they kind of diminished. So Young, thankfully, she didn't really have the same symptoms I did. Her booster shot was much more recently than ours, so she handled it pretty well. So hopefully by the end of the week, fingers crossed, everything will be a-okay.
Well, going. So you're just saying you got. No, actually, did you say you're finishing off work very soon? Yeah.
Tomorrow is my last day officially.
So your last week of work, you quarantined.
Yeah. Yep. I
That's
didn't go
funny.
in that Wednesday. It was
Well, I
Wednesday
don't think
morning
they
I
found it
tested.
funny.
No, no, I received a message from my director yesterday asking me to stay a little bit longer, but I just respectfully declined. So,
Yeah. I
free
got.
at last.
I got 8 more days. I'm getting
8
close.
days.
Getting close. That's
Almost
torture.
there. Yeah. Like
Almost
I,
there.
I
Almost.
considered it, but I was like, no, I really don't want to work. Not anymore. No, I just want to take my break now.
I would be finishing tomorrow if I didn't extend for that. Well, they asked me to extend,
Yeah.
so I'd be finishing tomorrow. And my coworker, she gets to finish, but to be honest, a little bit happy because my place is a mess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be ready to leave tomorrow if I had to. So
That's
I
the
need
thing,
that.
right? When you gotta leave an apartment, like they had to come and inspect the place, make sure everything's not damaged
Yeah,
and clean to their standards. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Uh,
sell some stuff online, I think. So yeah, it's got lots to do. But so the topic that me and Gia are gonna do today is things that we want to do before we leave Korea. Gia, you're probably still gonna hang around Korea throughout the next few years of your life, but you are gonna go home eventually.
yeah.
Um,
It's kind of like a Korea bucket list, if you will.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be going home. Well, I'll be leaving Korea in 1 month, and then come back for 1 week. So all that stuff I want to do, especially I'm doing my personal vlogs at the moment. I got things that I want to see. I try to do stuff that I want to do. So there's a lot of things I still haven't done after 5 years or eaten or seen. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going to do today. Things that we want to do before we leave Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come up with a little list?
I've got a couple things.
Yeah.
That come to mind. Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. I'll start off.
Yeah.
The first one's a little bit silly, but
Yeah.
because it has nothing really to do with Korea, just our activities.
Mm.
It's actually being on a SPL team that will actually get to the playoffs. Not even the championship, but just I want to make it to the playoffs. If it's like the first round, it'd be
We
nice
didn't talk
to,
about that. You
yeah.
and Hokjun both missed your first games.
Yeah, yeah, I
You're
know.
on.
Big bummer. I'm glad that our team won the first game. But I'm only doing part time this season, so I only have like 4 games to play, which
Is
is all
that the
right.
rule? They got that rule back in.
No, this is just for me personally.
Ah,
It's a 10 game season, but I'm only going to make, well, I was supposed to make five, but since I didn't make this one, I only have four left. I can only play the first five
yeah,
games since I'm going
yeah.
home. But yeah, that's
The
just kick off my list. I want to be on an SBL team
playoffs.
that gets to the playoffs. It'd be
Yeah,
nice to
and
see the championship, but just the playoffs at least.
do you know, have they started talking about if they're moving the finals to a city yet?
Oh gosh, I
What's
have
going
no
on?
idea. I don't. I think they want to. I think Javi did mention
Yeah,
that that was a goal of theirs to kind of keep it out there because it was such. I guess it was such a wonderful time last year. They're like, hey, why don't we just make this a thing? Which I think is great. I
yeah,
won't be able to make it, but I think that'd be great
yeah,
maybe next season. So that's the first one.
yeah. So,
Um,
yep,
and a little more realistic one. This actually does involve Korea. Is heading south towards the Boseong green tree fields, the green tea, excuse me, the green tea fields because I've never been
yeah,
there, and nor have I ever again been to the southern tip of Korea. Like that's just one of those things. I don't know if it's like on a travel channel, but that's I've had so many friends that went to visit that place, and it's just super, just gorgeous, tranquil. Looks really nice. I've been to some tea fields like in Southeast Asia, in India. They were
yeah.
amazing, but I'd like to see the one in Bosan.
Yeah. We went to a hotel that was on a beach. The beach was beautiful. I wish I knew the name of this beach because it's a nice sandy beach,
Yes.
like no waves in the water. It'd be awesome in summer. Like it was a nice beach. But yeah, if you can find that hotel, stay there.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, but
Okay then. Beach, water, and hotel. All right.
yes, down that way somewhere. Yeah, you'll find
Okay.
it.
Noted.
My first one is I want to go to some of these theme parks on a weekday, not on a weekend. So either Everland. I haven't been to Lotte World yet, so I always said I'm not going to Lotte World on a weekend. I want to go on a weekday.
Yeah.
So we're going to try tick some of these off. Yeah, Monday to Friday when it's kids are at school. Hopefully, there's less people there and enjoy the amusement parks quietly. Hopefully, yeah,
It's funny because we were actually just talking about that before I jumped this
yeah,
episode. We're actually going to go to Everland at
yeah.
the end of next month. So yeah,
Oh, really?
middle of the week. Yeah.
Maybe I could be a third wheel.
Why not? You can join us. It's all right. Yeah, we might go. We're going to probably just go for the day.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
empty.
I've been Everland twice. Both on
Yeah.
actually they're both on I think Chuseok holidays. So we went really early in the morning, and it was quite good because people are doing morning celebrations and traditions and stuff. Then by lunchtime and in the evening, this afternoon, it got quite busy.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, and Latte World, I know people think it's overrated. I don't have high expectations on it, but I should just go check it out and see what it's
Check
like.
it out. Avoid the
Yeah,
lines. Because
yeah,
even
just
during the
see.
middle of the week, like everybody goes. I don't know how. It's like,
Yeah.
don't people work for a living here? But it's always crowded. Always
Yeah, we got
crowded.
kids take the morning off school just to go to Lotte World and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Have you ever been to
Uh,
Seoul Land? I know we talked about this.
no,
Have
I
you?
haven't done that
No.
one.
Okay. See,
So,
I would love to go to Seoul Land again. I liked it a little bit more than Everland. Just a little bit more.
oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
that one's the one near what time?
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right by Gwanchon. And everything's around it.
Mm.
So it's yeah, it's really nice there.
All right.
Especially winter time.
Do you have another one?
I do. I've never done a Hanok village stay. I'm not really picky. I don't really have one in particular mind, but just the thought of going to one, especially, I don't know, especially, oh gosh, I don't know the name of it, but like central Korea, like far
Jeonju,
from the outskirts of Seoul. It could be. It could be. There's a big, a super famous
the
one. I
old
probably should have
city,
looked it up beforehand. Yeah.
the one
But I would,
Hokjun always talk about. Yeah.
yeah, I would always just love just to go do it for the experience. I've done a temple stay, but I've never done like a traditional Hanok stay. It'd just be
Mm,
nice just for like the photos, like dressing up like in hanbok or just like seeing the streets that have just been preserved for the last few centuries. I think that'd just be a stunning view, just to kind of it's almost like going back into time.
mm.
I think that'd
But
be really
actually,
nice.
Jeonju's on my list for
Okay.
today. Yeah,
All
I
right.
want to go back there.
Let's
I've
talk
been there,
about
but I
it.
want to go back to
Uh-huh.
Jeonju. It's really good. Like you should definitely do what you just said. Stay in a Hanok village. You don't need a whole day in Jeonju, but you could do like an afternoon in Jeonju, stay the night, do the morning, have coffee, and then go. Like you don't need. But yeah, it's really really nice to see it at nighttime. Yeah, I totally recommend it. Stay in a Hanok house, like you're not sleep on. You're used to sleeping on the floor, so
Well, that's no
but it's a
problem
good
for
experience.
me.
It's a good experience, and I'm sure you could get really creative with photos, getting the kids all dressed up and creating some ancient looking photos and all that sort of stuff. It would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
get
definitely
very
an older city
creative.
too. That'd be exciting.
Yeah, it would be cool. It's
Did
good
did you
because
go by yourself or did you go with a tour
uh,
group?
once on a date, and once with a friend, and yeah, once alone. I think I've been there 3 times actually. Yeah, it's
And
good.
is it easy to get to by train or bus?
Yeah, KTX, and then you got to catch
Oh,
a bus into the old town. So yeah, it's pretty easy. The bus is a bit slow, but it's okay. Yeah,
oh, that's not too bad.
but no, yeah, you definitely should do it. If you've never been, I can't believe you haven't been there after all this time. But
I've
yeah, you should definitely.
never. That's the thing. Like on my biggest thing, I've never just been to the central, like Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
When you're talking about like the coast, yeah, I've been up and down Seoul area. How many times do we talk about Sokcho or
yeah.
Apgujeong or heading like west towards like the sea in Boseong, but never like in the middle. Like I couldn't name like
No,
a single city in the middle of it. I feel like I kind of again robbed myself of that after being here for so many years.
yeah.
It's like
Especially
why
you got
not?
the car. Like if I had the car, I'd like to do all the south coast, like just follow
Yeah,
coast around some of
yeah.
those cities down there. Yeah,
And
I thought
now
about
this is
maybe I could bike ride that, do that just by bike riding, but
now see that's the
I
thing
don't
I
know.
would do, but I know my legs would just kill me by the end of it. And
Yeah,
nor do I have a proper bike, nor do I even want to invest in a bike to bike all the way down to Busan. I just can't see myself doing that, stopping and going, especially with 2 kids.
yeah,
But that's
yeah.
what's
I
nice
get it.
about refusing to stay longer in my school because I know, like, all right, this is my time now. Like, this is family time. Like, after being apart from my family for like a week, is like nothing's more important than being with my family and spending time with my family. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this. Like, I'm going to be volunteering at Sophie School. I'm going to volunteer my time to teach English
Oh, nice.
once a week
Yeah.
because I feel it's going to help her with her confidence, knowing that oh my God, my daddy is the English teacher because they have an English class at this school, but it's like watching YouTube videos for like 5 minutes. So I figure, why don't I get those some proper English lessons?
Ooh.
Just for fun. I think that'd be so cool.
He's
And I
my
know
daddy.
exactly. I know she would just like look up to me and like show off, like, wow, like that's my dad. Look at him speak English. He's so smart, you know? And I think it would be such a confidence booster for her because she is the youngest girl in that classroom, you know. So I feel like her peers kind of treat her like a baby, kind of. Not that they
He's
look down
actually
upon
Iron
her.
Man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Tony Stark. Like you too, kid, huh? You too. All right. Yes, I'm Iron Man. You got me.
We had a good laugh about that one last week.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, at my expense. Because I'm like lying to like dying, like, oh, these sons of bitches. That was a fun night for what it was worth. Me catching
Well,
COVID
you
and
sort of
all, but
got. I was. It's not really in order, but you sort of went on to another one. I just want to visit random cities. Just go to jump on a train, jump
yeah.
even random cities around Seoul in Gyeonggi province. Just go somewhere for a day, take the camera, and just see it. Like just go to random cities. But
Why?
even
Yeah.
downtown, my number 2 was going to be. I'm going to be once I get out of this house. I've got an apartment downtown. I couldn't get into Itaewon; it's too expensive. I couldn't find anything
Yeah, but I feel like
worthwhile.
everybody always goes to like
Yeah,
Itaewon. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
so I got
thing.
one near Jongno. It's a really good spot, like in between
Jongno Samgak?
Jonggak Station and
Jonggak, okay.
Dongdaemun. It's all in that area. There's so much to do there, and
So
I've been
much.
in that area, but I've done all the touristy things. But it would be nice to live there for like 6, 7 days and find the back streets, find these random restaurants, which sort of goes on to my number 4 is going to random restaurants and not being scared, being solo, and just saying, "Can I eat here? Can I try
Yo,
this food?"
that's
Yeah,
like Anthony Bourdain style, you know?
yeah.
You
Like
just gotta go. I don't know what
if
you're
they
so
say no,
afraid
they
of.
say no. But
Yeah.
if
Are
I
you
got to
afraid
pick
of
between,
rejection, Keith? Is that why?
nah,
No?
I don't know. Can I eat solo here? Can I eat
Yeah.
solo here? Yeah,
Yeah. No,
but
I get
yeah.
it.
So yeah, I'm excited to live downtown. So I'm going to spend 1 week in this area. Then I'll probably find out 1 week in another area. Maybe Gangnam. I haven't spent that much time in Gangnam, so maybe Gangnam I might
Man,
try
I
to
haven't
find a
been
week.
there in years.
Yeah, I've probably spent the maximum 3 days there in
You
five
should head
years.
out
So
to like the have you been to Apgujeong? I prefer that little it's an eastern district of Gangnam, but
um,
it's so much nicer. It's again, it's
yeah.
more it's more like luxury.
Mm,
Not that you have to buy anything, but just
mm,
like it's just beautiful. Think of it like Rodeo Drive, kind of like in
yeah.
Beverly Hills. It's kind of like that. You got all those fancy stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, a
But
lot of those towns south of the Han I haven't been to. Just Jeonju, Gangnam a little bit, and
yeah,
then Huachon and where I used to live. So that's about it. South of the Han River, I haven't really visited much. Yeah,
Have you been to the Gangnam bus terminal express station?
yeah, yeah. I've been
That's
there.
that's fun. That's a fun area. Pretty
Yeah.
shady, but it's really fun. Lots of good food.
So yeah, I'm excited to live down there. It'll be cool. Just wake up. I'm in Seoul. I can. I don't
And that's
know.
nice because you have like the freedom to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And you're actually kind of lucky now because it's been forever since I have been on an E2 visa. Like,
Mm.
you have to leave it right away. Yes, like the minute you finish your contract. Like, what's the
I don't know.
time limit?
My ARC is giving me 30 days, so
30 days? Because I
I don't know if
think,
that's standard
yeah,
or my school did that for me.
okay.
So my ARC ends at the end of the month. So
Because I remember, gosh, I think it was probably what, 6 years ago. I remember once I finished my contract at Poly, I stayed for an additional 2 weeks. That I do
mm,
remember, but I don't remember ever feeling like, oh my God, I gotta get the hell out of here.
yeah,
And I remember that being the most like liberating feeling. Like, oh my God, 2 years of Poly, like I'm done. Like, what do I do with my time? Waking up like
Tuesday
at
I don't have to go to
noon,
school.
exactly.
Wednesday,
Like I can go to the bank now. I can take care of shit I
yeah,
couldn't
go
do
to the bank.
before. It's the stupid things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the stupid little
I have to
things.
get permission to go to the bank or go to
Yeah.
the post office because
Yeah.
it's during our work hours.
Isn't
Like,
that crazy?
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
get
wake up and you're
permission to
like,
go to post office. Come on, and
that's
I'm gonna shut
ridiculous.
down all this stuff. I'm gonna shut down all these things.
You
So
gotta get like a
I
sub for
need the
all your
weekdays to do
classes.
that. Yeah,
That's the thing. It
get
is. If you guys know
get my
about Korea,
pension.
like everything is closed on the weekends, like banks, you name it. So it's all closed.
Mm.
Not that people go to the bank anymore anyway. I can remember last time I stepped foot in the bank back home because everything's,
Yeah, but
online
you have
nowadays.
my card sometimes just doesn't work, and like, yeah, if you're working 9 to 6, it's a pain in the butt,
That's
especially
it.
if your bank's not in the immediate area, which mine's not. Um,
No.
I have to always ask permission. Can I go to the bank, please? I need to go.
Wow.
Sucks.
Do you have the apps on your phone? You can actually like transfer money to and from?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got all
It's
that set
just
up?
yeah, yeah. But it's also the post office. Post office smack bang in the middle of the day as well. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's enough
Yeah.
whinging about all that
Yeah, I
stuff.
know, right?
But I am
Banks.
excited for freedom. You can tell that we're both excited for freedom. Like,
Yeah. Again, it's just the little things like that. Like today, I woke up at 10:30 today. 10:30 this morning. I cannot remember the last time I woke up that late ever.
yeah,
And that's
I
just the
got to be
beginning.
strict on myself. Like, people know I am trying to do a bit of YouTube personally and doing this stuff with you guys. Like, I don't want to be lazy. Like, that's the one thing I'm scared about because sometimes on the weekends I do get lazy. So that I got something written on my fridge, things like how I'm feeling right now, teaching. Like, what do I have to do to keep myself motivated and work
Hmm.
on my side projects to I don't expect to make any money from this in a long time. Actually, I know
Sure.
I'm probably going to have to work part time back home in Australia or do some online teaching or something like this.
Yes.
But I'm motivated to work hard for myself. So and in my own hours, like if I have to work until 12 o'clock at night and then have the next morning off, I'm happy
Yes.
to do that. Like as long as I'm getting stuff done, like yeah. All right.
Want me to go next? I'll go
Yeah, go
next.
for it. We
Picking up on
went
things I
off
like to.
topic there, but
No, it's okay. Because
yeah.
this is actually going to weave into something that I'd like to do going forward and create before I leave. But I'll talk about that after this one. Camping. Now, I mentioned I went camping a few years ago, but it was like Korean style camping and not even glamping. Like I hate even saying that word. I would
Yeah.
never glamp. Like I don't know about you, but I was a Boy Scout and a Cub Scout. I know how to camp.
Yeah.
And I always talk about Gyeongbokgung. We're always talking about Gyeongbokgung, but I just feel like there could be other areas too. But I know that Korea's small in itself as a country. It's not like I could just go any random forest and just plop a tent down. So you're kind of limited as far as space.
Yeah.
But my last camping experience here it wasn't the best. It was just literally just a little wooden plat that I had to put my tent on. So like, it was
Mm.
tiny little platforms. But I would like to go camping, especially that the fall season's approaching. It's basically here. I already see all the leaves changing outside the window.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. I would really like to take the family camping.
Yeah, the summer heat's gone. We're getting a
Yeah,
lot of rain at the
a lot
moment.
of
But yeah,
rain,
the
but I'll
on the
take the
weekend,
70-degree
like going
weather.
for a run, it was like chill where I was going for what's that chill?
Yeah.
That's not meant to
It's
happen.
like, oh,
Where's the
goosebumps.
sweat? Where's the
Yeah.
humidity? Like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a bit of a chill. And
Have,
the yeah.
have you gone camping here before?
Uh one of the tours I did, we stayed in it was big water fight festival as we're going to Jeju, and we stayed in these like little tents, but they're not tents. They're just beds above the ground with a bit of a covering, open to
Oh,
the water.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if I have a photo with it, I don't think I've got any photos of it. If I do, I'll put it up on our video, but I don't think so. But it was a funny experience, and they had to have mosquito nets at the top because we're right out in the elements. Mosquitoes in Korea are killers.
Oh my gosh. I've been killing
They
so many
are.
just the past couple nights alone. Like we got them for the first time ever, like this summer. We were mosquito free for like 3 months, and all of a sudden I'm
Mm,
sleeping and ugh, can't
I
stand
can't
it.
stand it. Yeah,
Ugh, dear God.
I've enjoyed this apartment. The one in Daejeon, I always have mosquitoes, and yeah, I'm loving not having mosquitoes in the apartment. It's nice.
And you're
But you said
a higher
the
floor,
kids,
right?
yeah, only level 4, but it's
Oh,
very
you're on the unlucky floor?
yeah,
Unlucky.
exactly. But it
Ooh.
has the number 4.
Oh, that's the worst. That's a bad omen. That's a very bad omen.
And then another one. I've only just seen this recently. It's called the Seoul City Wall Stamp Tour. It says walking tour, not a tour, but walking trek that you can do, and it follows the old Seoul Wall, the whole perimeter where it used to be. Some of the most of the wall's gone now, but apparently because one area used to be restricted because it's near president's house or something like this.
Oh,
So
by the
there
Blue
wasn't
House?
really, yeah, there wasn't really a circle, but now there's a loop. So you can
Hmm.
walk the loop of the wall without any of those rules. It's 18.6 kilometers to do the
Hmm.
whole walk. So I'm going to try to do that. It's meant to be quite decent, right? You go up through a bit of Bukhansan and Ingwansan and all those. You got to go over and around the mountains
Ooh.
to follow the wall
Oof.
all the way around.
Yeah.
Get stamps along the way. So that's my little challenge to do that.
Yeah.
Um, 18.6 kilometers is a fair hike.
That's a lot. It's like what was like what, 11,
Up and
12 miles.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to try to do that. Follow me on YouTube.
Yeah. You do your drone imitation again? This is my impression of a drone, dude. So dumb. That's entertaining. No, but you guys always like those hikes. Oh gosh. I think when I was in Ansan, I would kind of go out for like weekend hikes, but that was
Yeah.
basically it. Like now I
The
won't
other
get myself
hike
to go out there.
is actually that bloody mountain that we always staring at the baseball. I think it's like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Anyang sort of mountain, Anyang sort of area, that sort of mountain. I always look at that mountain and I don't
Like
want to
I
hike
could
you,
do
but I
that.
need to
I
hike
could do that,
you.
yeah.
I don't want to
Uh,
hike you. It's meant to be quite hard. I think it's quite a hard hike. But staring at I want to hike you. I don't want to hike you. I want to hike you.
you should make those little like living MLM little flags that you could put at the top of every single mountain that you go to, just to say
Yes.
that you
Yeah.
accomplished it. Like I
Yeah.
did it. I think they're pretty cool, pretty catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And like, yeah. So I rate random restaurants, random cities. So we've done that. Any others for you?
Well, I got stuff like food. You
Yeah.
know how I was talking about how I like to like just go around to different provinces and try like makgeolli.
Mm,
Well, I want to do the same thing, but for like certain like delicacies. More importantly,
yeah.
I want to hit like a coastal city, like you mentioned, like a coastal city road trip,
Mm,
and just eat like the freshest seafood. I mean, like
yeah.
the freshest. Because I'm not a picky guy. I'll eat all like the mussels, the oysters, the clams, you name it, lobsters, crabs. I like that. Like at
Mm,
first, I used to hate like I shouldn't say hate's a strong word. I just didn't really enjoy like eating food that I had to work hard for. You
mm,
know, I'm American. I'm spoiled. I just like my shrimp like just frozen, fried, and I could eat
yeah.
it. I really hate taking off the face and the whiskers and the
Yeah.
legs and yeah, same thing with crabs. I hate breaking the shells because I always cut myself. I bleed everywhere. It'd be a bad experience. But this last summer vacation, like we went to this wonderful restaurant. I was telling you guys by Donghae, and the food was just like, wow, just knocked me out. It was just so
Yeah.
good. Like that crab meat was like, it was one of those places where you're in the seafood market picking what you want. They take it alive. You deliver right to the kitchen. They just cook it right then and there. I mean, you feel bad for it. You feel really bad for it. Um, but again,
It
that's as
tastes
fresh as it
delicious.
gets. Oh my, oh, mamma mia, it's so good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
that's seafood. Like that's the same issue. Like I'll eat most things. Like especially I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos like Vietnam now, and
Yeah,
like the seafood there. Like sometimes like prawns, you guys call them shrimps. But
yeah,
do you eat the head? Do you not eat the head? Do you eat the tail? Do you not
yeah.
eat the tail? Like I just don't know. Oh, this one you got to. rip the head off and suck it all out. Like, and then
Yeah.
this one you can eat. Like, I just don't know the rules. So
Yeah.
like, there's this
Just better be
Twiggham place
safe.
downstairs. So Twigham's really fried things, and you can
Yep.
get fried potato, fried just for people who don't know.
Those little
And
tents.
downstairs they do fried shrimp. They're almost like long shrimp. I don't know exactly
Yeah, I
if
know what
they
you're
are
talking
shrimp.
about.
Yeah, and to be honest, because it's fried so well, I dip it in soy sauce and I eat the whole lot.
I
Like
eat the
I
whole
eat the
thing.
taste.
I was just gonna say when you were talking,
Yeah,
like, I only eat everything when it's just fried. If everything's just deep fried, just down the hatch.
yeah.
But if I'm taking it
Because
apart, then I'll just discard certain things.
if they didn't want you to eat the head or the tail, they wouldn't fry it, would they? Like,
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
Korea. Who knows?
yeah. So we're
Kind
gonna get
of
brain now.
jump the gun there.
Another one is for me to see a few more sporting events before I go. Another baseball game, probably. Maybe I don't know if the basketball or volleyball season starts before I come. Maybe a soccer game. So I'll see a few more sporting
Oh,
events.
soccer. I saw a soccer game once, again, years ago, but it was at the
Mm,
Seoul World Cup Stadium.
mm,
First soccer stadium I ever went to, ever in my life. It just the
yeah,
atmosphere was like so cool. It was really cool.
and
I don't know who was
actually, I
playing, but yeah.
think there's going to be a Major League Baseball team come out and play. Yeah, when the dates were. Do you remember what dates
That's
that were?
right. I think it's in November. I saw it on
November.
Facebook somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody
So
uploaded, yeah.
I think it's like an All Stars MLB team versus like the All Stars KBO team or something like this
That's
stuff.
a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
I'm
all
sure
good fun.
I'm sure it'd be a huge hit here. Like
Oh yeah.
Koreans love their baseball. They love
They
it.
really do. They do. They like their sports a lot.
Yeah, me and Hokjun, we fell out of love this year. Both our teams are coming last, so it's been a long season.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't even
been
know how
brutal.
Cume's doing. I have no idea.
I think you guys are up top now.
Yeah. Second, third place. I just really want to go to a baseball game, you know?
We
I've
should go.
yet to go
Let's
to a game.
ever.
Not this year.
Oh, this year.
Yeah, not ever. No, of course. But I'm saying just not this year.
Well, let's
God,
go. Let's go. You your two colleagues on Four for One love baseball. So,
I know. I know. Oh, we got the time now.
and then the other one we talked about when we went, I still haven't sorted it out. Is going to the horse races here in Korea, like Seoul.
That's the one over by Gwanchon as well. Yeah. It's right
Yeah,
across the street. Yeah, right across the
yeah,
street
we
from
should check that out. I never thought Korea would have horse racing.
yeah, I'm just not much of a gambler. I can't lose money.
But it's always fun
Just like
watching
that.
horses go by.
I wouldn't mind dressing up. That'd be pretty cool. Just like, yeah, go. But I don't.
I don't know if they get dressed up here. I don't know if it's like a
Of course
social
they
scene
don't,
or
but I
just
would do that. I would go with like a monocle and a cane and a little top hat, like a good day, you know. Top of the morning to you. I would
oh,
always
is
show.
that
Oh yeah, I would do that. But I thought gambling was
Sherlock
illegal
Holmes?
here. Yeah, I know, right? I thought gambling was illegal in Korea.
Did
I
you?
had no idea. Have you been to a casino here?
No.
That should be on your list. Oh my, I went to a casino here a couple years ago. No, 10
Yeah,
years ago. They were great. Again, I don't
yeah.
gamble, but just for the atmosphere because Koreans can't go inside. It's only
Mm,
expats, only foreigners. So they only accepted like Chinese, Japanese, and
mm,
outside passports. But the atmosphere is okay. Super packed.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
last one I got, I don't think I have time to do it. I'm gonna have to come back to Korea to is to give Jeju another shot. Like I went
That
to
was actually
Jeju that
mine.
one time.
Yeah.
It's like I should give this. Everyone seems to like it. I should give it one more shot. I
Yeah.
don't think I got time this time around to go down there. So it's on the next time list. Yeah,
Yeah, that was actually mine. I actually was gonna visit with the family because when I went, it rained the entire time.
yeah,
The entire time. It was awful weather. I think it was like in May I went.
yeah,
I like to go in the fall or
yeah.
not in the peak season when everybody and their mother's going at the same time because I just felt bad like because of COVID, like that was the one spot everybody was flying to.
Mm,
And tickets weren't bad. Some people were buying them for like $40 a ticket round
mm,
trip. Yeah, so it's not too bad.
yeah.
But
So,
I was actually going to refer back to like different places, what I want to do kind of going forward with the limited time that I know that I have here in Korea.
mm,
Because it's probably 90% a certainty that I'll probably be here for maybe just like maybe one more year, maybe a
mm,
year and a half before I go home first to get my life rolling on this firefighting career.
yeah,
Um, but in that year, what I want to do is take Sophie to like her first day of elementary school. Because I don't know, again, if she's going to be old enough to enroll, but if she does make it, I do want to take her before I go, as well as like taking Gianna to like his daycares when he's old enough. This is more like a family style kind of thing.
Yeah.
And going forward, I actually want to make better like choices as far as like teaching wise, taking advantage of the F6 visa and basically making my own hours, my own rates, and not having to be a slave to the system here and being taken advantage of or finding myself in the same situation I am now with the unhappy school choice.
You should
Yeah,
totally
so yeah,
on the YouTube, but you should like your side business could be like you take people's contracts while they go home for 6 weeks or go and come back, and I'll do that, but you got to pay me this much of my money.
exactly.
You can go home and come back part time or casual or but not maternity leave, but going vacation leave, whatever that is.
Yeah,
because people out there are like, I want to go home, but you need to find someone to replace me. Like you can just go in, go back out. And
yeah. Oh, they definitely have those. They're all on my Facebook, just groups, So
yeah,
I'll pick and choose. Like, this looks good, man. This isn't too far. But again,
and then
it's the choice.
6 months here, or not 6 months, 6 weeks here, or 3 weeks here, and you get a bit of that'd be cool.
Yeah, just a pocket change. Because I tell you, once I leave this place, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot more expensive, especially back home. Especially because we're looking to move to. Well, I won't be going to Chicago, but yeah, I'll be going to Oregon or Seattle, one of the two.
Yeah, I'm scared to see how expensive Australia's going to be. Oh my God, I'm excited to go home, but I'm also excited to leave it again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
That was actually me the first time I went home. I was only home for 2 months, both times. Every time I went home from Korea, I was home for at least not even 2 months. The first time I went home, I guess reality just kind of sank in, like, oh my God, this is reality now. I'm back home. I was living in Korea for 2 years, and so I just packed my bags and I moved to China.
Actually, people are trying to organize a school reunion around September, November, October, November. I'm like, I hope I'm not available. I hope I'm not there. I hope I don't.
Would it be that bad?
I've achieved nothing. Like,
oh, come on. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You achieved nothing.
I got a YouTube podcast channel with 30 subscribers.
That's something.
Fighting.
I mean, think of all the places you got to live and see and
yeah.
skydived and Petra Jordan. That's amazing stuff. I mean, how many of our friends have just lived in the same place, right? Went nowhere and just settled. But that's not us, Keith. We're not settlers. You know what I'm saying? That's just not in our bone.
We're moving with the goal with. Yeah.
Think about it.
All right. We had a good old chin bag. We're like two old grandmas drinking tea, and
I made tea this morning. That was a different change. It's like I tell I'm in my 30s now.
Have you got anything else to add on to this theme, or shall we lock this down?
I think the final thing I'd like to do before leaving Korea, the responsible thing, is to leave the right way. Closing my bank accounts, closing my phone services. Because I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't do that last time. And I just left. So when I came back home we call Uncle Sam. Here it's probably called Samchon, whatever. Samchon means uncle. Whoever the government is here, your caricature for that, they reminded me that I owed them. So tip, close everything.
That's on my to-do list, is to close my phone.
Close everything the proper way. That's I
can't imagine not having Wi-Fi unlimited for a lot. That's been my life for the last 5 years. Unlimited Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because they ran my number. My employer, as soon as they ran it, it went into the database. Boom, 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 boom. He's back, and so my employer actually got a call. So the director had to sit down, like, "Hey, this person, all these like tax people or collectors are contacting me, saying, hey, you." I'm like, "Oh my God!" So close everything, do your part, and then leave. Yes. So I'll be sure to do that.
Yeah. All right. Good tip.
Yeah, great tip.
Great tip.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Gio, do you want to do your finale?
As always, be sure to follow us across all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Linktree. Sign up to our mailing subscribe list if you want to receive updates and alerts whenever we release new episodes. And remember to like our videos on YouTube and subscribe to help expand our channel. Thanks for tuning in as always, and we will catch you next time.
All right, laters.
Good night, everybody.